Misfit Menagerie or
Free
Shop at Del Taco and use the
You lost it.
code MMMcast for 10% off of your free shipping.
It's going to be overeats.com/Del Taco /free Shabaka /Mighty MM.
Yes.
As you're typing, you must.
Backsplash, we just got to move in our kitchen. It looks great. Hell yeah, the fall granite was a great choice.
While it looks great, it doesn't look as great as you.
Oh, I was like, I was just in your kitchen.
tonight we are doing Candlekeep Alkazaar's Appendix,
Which is the book.
It is a book.
Not
Yeah.
Is that
Not
one of the
appendix.
appendixes?
Yeah.
somewhere around there.
It's down here, isn't it?
I've never had
The
one.
pancreas is like right here.
You never had one?
Yeah, it was actually once a rare condition.
You don't have an appendix?
Yeah,
no
It's actually
appendix.
very impressive.
Yeah.
You're so involved.
Just gonna take Alkazaar's.
I do have an appendix. I'm going to knock on wood on that because I'm worried if I don't acknowledge it, it might attack me.
Yeah. Sorry, Hank.
No, it's fine.
We're giving you time to
But
prepare.
we're not here to talk about Coulter's appendix today. We're here to talk about
Alkazaar's.
is it physical?
And with that, Hank has no idea where we ended last time, so if the lovely Helena would be so kind as to inform us.
All right, so a year had passed since we had taken down Nintra Seato, Princess of the Shadow Dance.
Is there an echo in here?
Sorry. Neil.
And not much had happened except Cindy and Kirill went on an ultra cool trip to 10 towns. She has a new apprentice named Dorston, who I do not like right off the bat.
None of us
So
like him.
something- something-
Doorskin's not very nice.
Doorstop is a fine specimen of whatever the fuck he is.
Listen, Dirt still has a little bit to be desired.
Are you all talking about Torsten?
Yeah.
No, I think it's doorstop. I think that's right. Doorstop is right, yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Porcendi's testicular torsion.
I just know it's doorstop because there was one time he said, "Excuse me," and he was standing in the door, and I was like, "Oh, his name makes sense."
Oh, yes. Doorstop! Doorstop!
The aforementioned did indeed say there was 2 people looking for 2 books. And so we came into possession of Alkazaar's Thrilling Tales, and then the second volume, which is Alkazaar's Apprentice.
Appendix.
Appendix. It auto-corrected.
love that.
These damn autoquills.
So Zindi kind of studied them. She learns a little bit about the Netherese and golems in this great desert. And there's a golem with a bright blue thing in his chest, and these are all these symbols. And then the appendix is like one little last hurrah. Alkazaar is looking for this Nether scroll, and he's trying to find it in the Anauroch desert. It's protected by the Saphire Sentinel, which is created by this Prince Hayuki guy.
Prince Hayuka.
Prince Steve Aoki.
I think.
Did you just Hayuka me?
Was he a monk? It definitely sounded when you said that, like, "Hey, you, Giga."
I think, wasn't he a monk?
I don't
No, I think he
know.
was a DJ.
Cannot confirm.
No, but there is another creature that I don't want to meet them.
So Alkazaar's like, okay, forget it. I'm not going to find this scroll. But he puts a tracer on the golem in case the prince ever emerged, I guess. And he's like, come on, reader, go find the golem in the desert. Take him down. Here's some more symbols. Carol's like, yeah, there was like a dragon, I think, that tried to take down a golem and this prince. But I'm not sure what else happened. Ben and I, a fine person who requested the books, we talked to Anauroch, and we're told about this blue dragon, Zanderdoof. That's the proper pronunciation, yes?
Zigzakrishka?
What?
Hold on.
Okay, you look that up.
Pause.
Zanderdoof. And this dragon is like... battled the golem, and she damaged her memory, and she like flung the golem away.
I just want to knock on the door to that dragon's lair and be like, excuse me, we're here to see Xander Group. Is Xander Group the Draco Lich here?
Has anyone else? No one else has read Wizard First Rule. I'm guessing. Is that like a Soul Surrender? No. I know.
If that's you, reader, comment below.
No, don't. He's a problematic author. We don't talk about him.
Okay.
Is this Terry?
Yeah.
Not
Mr. Good Kind.
Not Terry Pratchett.
No, but
Oh. I thought you meant like not the good kind of Terry.
oh no.
Not T-A-R-I.
Anyway,
So, our blue dragon only turned into a damn Draco Lich, waiting for the prince to wake up, and he's in there with his wizards, keeping him alive forever. So, I think the prince is just trying to wait him out. Zinni's like, oh, I get it. The symbols are a portal to the golem. Recapitated.
I would just like to point out that it's almost. I mean, I know she would probably like try and rule the world or destroy the world or something with the
Who
power.
runs the world? Zigzag.
Dragon
her name is
Zigzag.
Krishka.
Zigzag Zop.
Zigzag
Fuck you.
Carol's running around the entire episode going, Zigzag Krishka, Zigzag Krishka.
Meanwhile, Paige can't even remember Doorstop's name.
Stop.
I mean, like, and I know she would probably try and destroy the world, but talk about like patience and dedication
Commitment.
and commitment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She
Like,
would pass the marshmallow test.
right?
I would just like to point out that if they've been in that tomb for this long, they've got to be hungry and thirsty, and it's got to smell
No,
awful.
they're lich. So
I thought you were gonna say they're lit.
So, two things. For one,
Think of how skinny she
the
is.
dragon is a lich. I think the king is just in stasis.
Correct. I think that's what
You think
yes.
he's taking a bath? He's got to be wrinkly.
Where do you get baths from stasis?
I mean, he's also probably hungry. We should get to this prince.
I don't think the plan is to get to the prince. We're going to go after the golem.
Yes.
That is non-living and not a
The
being.
golem is needed to open up the tomb to get
Oh, to get to the
So-
prince to say, are we
Correct.
not saving the prince?
So not to bring up
Oh, we
not
get to save a prince instead of a princess.
Well, last time we tried to save a princess, it did not go well.
not to bring up any painful memories, but I think speaking from experience, Bedmon having existed in stasis for a period, did you feel hungry, tired?
Smelly.
I was dead at the time.
Yeah.
So,
And the prince is alive. They've said that.
I did wake up quite hungry, but I don't know if I went to sleep hungry. I hadn't had breakfast the time I went into stasis.
Did you eat a good berry before you? No.
So
Oh, that's right. You should probably prepare Goodberry then once we see the prince.
I don't think we can wake up the prince without the golem, so I think we'll have to go to
Are we sure he is the prince?
And why would I bring good berries when I have a pack? And he just holds up a pack filled with food. A pack filled with food that I could turn into delicious meals.
I'm not doubting your or my cooking ability. I'm just saying when your stomach hasn't eaten for a long time, it shrinks. And so imagine like years.
Was that a being dead for years joke?
No, he's in stasis. He's got.
I was dead for years.
Well, I'm glad you're not. Anyways,
We'll bring some silvery moon peas.
okay. Ooh, we could make a chowder. Silvery moon pea.
Where are we gonna? We can't take milk with us. We can't make a chowder.
Powdered milk.
I was gonna say.
Do we have powdered milk? We live in a world. We live in a world where they think crudités are cooked. Do you think they have powdered milk?
Things
We can bring the milk out of the jug.
We run
the
the
Malcolmy jug.
Milk jug.
Yeah.
We run the best restaurant in Candlekeep.
That's
Why
true.
is Finland doubting my abilities? He left the restaurant to me.
I
And have
think
you
it's.
seen the Yelp reviews?
I think it's just a representation of his insecurities with Carol.
Yeah. This is why I'm slowly losing my fur.
Nobody notices that little patch on your neck. It's
Huh?
fine.
His neck, I thought we were talking about the top of his head.
We
I thought you guys were talking about his lower back.
Oh, there's a really bad joke there. My neck, my back, my.
Oh.
Because he's a cat.
My kitty.
It's a cat.
Meow, meow.
Do tabaxis have butt cracks? I guess they would have to, huh?
Everybody
when
has
they're
a
upright, yeah. Well, if anything's upright, it's got a butt crack.
Do you need some assistance, Helena?
I don't know.
I will attempt.
Require assistance. Anyway, so
Magic. She did magic. That's what she did.
so you guys basically just discovered that the symbols around the picture can be used in a ritual to open a portal.
Yes.
Are you guys doing anything with that knowledge?
Yes.
Paige still doesn't know.
Well,
Okay.
who was it? Because somebody went off to. Only half of us know that.
But I think
yeah.
you guys, and then I think maybe the rest of you are coming back to.
Okay.
No, I stayed with the book when I really obviously should have not.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I don't know what you did, Helena. It's magic.
Oh, well, that's magic, you know.
I'll try to
You always smash it.
Wait,
It's okay.
I have
They'll
another
just be
one.
stuck in there.
That's supposed to be musical.
Yeah.
I never knew
Take
that.
Back the Light is one of the best Disney songs ever written.
Never knew that.
Where? What's the timestamp? What's the timestamp?
Continue.
I don't know where.
We need that for TikTok.
We need a compilation of Helena and I can't.
Oh, okay.
Just
So,
like a man.
Helena, here, I'm going to give them back to you.
it's the Sherlock theme of you both working very hard.
so what are we doing?
Ask me
Okay.
about Paige's
So
look.
we're gonna come back together. Me and Naya are gonna share the information that we gathered, and that there's a Dracolich involved and stuff like that.
And his name is Zigzag.
Zip zap zop.
Zip zap zop. Christ.
ZZ
I
Top.
would-
ZZ Top.
Well,
Zop.
Kirill can't correct us if we tell him it's zip zap zop from the beginning.
He doesn't technically know.
It's true.
Can I please roll history for iconic knowledge?
I mean, you were just on a netherese
That's true.
construction, so
So I can have advantage on that then?
Oh no.
sure.
Don't let it happen.
Wait, that's a 19. I'll keep it.
It's on the floor. You can't keep it.
Ya se lo lambió el diablo.
Oh, that wasn't a 19. That was a 21.
There's not even a 21 on the die.
It is if you look at it upside down. It's a 12. Okay, so for history, that shall be a 21.
And the other guy?
Well, the other one, it was an advantage, so it doesn't matter what it was.
Also a 20.
I would like to cast Silvery Barbs.
Okay, because you guys aren't resting before you.
I don't even have that spell.
I do.
You remember that there is a legend about some blue dragon and another scroll and a prince with some kind of Z name, but because it's a blue dragon, your brain just automatically kind of fizzles. So only one blue dragon is important to you.
There's a Dracolich, Zip Zap Zop, and they. So if we go after this situation, we're looking at a Dracolich and some kind of powerful Netherese golem.
Well,
What are we getting out of this again?
Not destroying the world.
saving the world.
It's more of a race. It's a race to a book, right?
But at the same time, I mean, if everybody's just kind of sitting and waiting, they're going to continue sitting and waiting.
Well, except if we figure this out, then eventually.
Somebody else will.
Or they could just not read the appendix because the original book is always better than the second.
It's not a sequel.
Well, Kirill,
It's a follow-up,
we
isn't it?
might have to put off wedding planning to deal with saving the world.
No.
We'll be back by Saturday.
No. No, you're right. We don't want to rush.
We've lost the camera.
Camera down.
It's back now.
Oh.
I'm not moving.
Magic.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm moving. Okay.
So it's
Sorry, y'all.
fun,
Yep, we're good. Margaret and I are perfect.
as always.
And Coulter.
You know, you get new cameras to improve your life, and then they treat you this way.
I was just thinking, we still have audio, right? Yeah. So I was just thinking, I'm like, it's totally anti-Cindy, but I'm like, you know what's a really easy way to make sure that we resolve this and you're like, nobody ever, just burn the appendix.
I was thinking,
Cindy won't do
I
it.
mean,
Is there more than one? Do we live in a society where they make multiple copies of the same book?
yeah.
Okay.
You don't know
mean-
if this one's been copied then.
That's true. So we should probably take care of it.
okay, so if the prince isn't alive and
He's
he's
sleeping.
down in a. Okay, so he is alive and sleeping. And he's down in the crypts and Dracula, she said zip zap,
Zop.
zip zap zop. Is that
Zip Zap Zop Risha.
zip zap zop Risha?
Her nickname is Perfectly Anna, though.
Needs to get down there. Couldn't we just crumble it?
Oh, there goes the other camera.
Keep going.
It's back.
I'm alive. Couldn't we?
Ours is frozen again. Well,
Couldn't we?
they can still hear us.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait for dramatic effect for the cameras to come back.
Could we?
Could we then?
Ba-dum-bum.
Bum. In theory, just cave in the system.
I feel like if the solution was that simple, Zip Zap would have done so already.
What if Zip Zap isn't that smart?
If she was smart enough to make herself into a Dracolich, I think she probably had considered that.
Counterpoint. Accidentally made herself into a Dracolich.
It was fairly intentional, possibly.
It sounds really difficult. I've never heard of
Yeah.
an accidental lich before.
You've never had an
Well-
accidental itch before?
Lich.
Ah.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not big on necromancy anymore. But it seems really difficult.
Well,
I just-
conveniently, we have a portal to get to the golem.
Okay, so we get to the
I'm only
golem.
missing a few ingredients.
Introduce ourselves. and-
Desert. This is a hot desert. I know you guys just got back and there was some talk of Netheries, but I can't do another cold climate for at least
No,
4
it's the
more
same
years.
place where it's the same climate where
It's where I
Benlin.
summoned my dad.
Oh, right. Yes,
So-
that it was quite dry. It was good for my hair.
Thin layers, breathable layers.
Yeah.
Some of us are encased in stone.
Protectant lotions.
Excellent.
Are we doing this?
I'm ready.
Yeah, we go.
I mean, if nothing else, we can get the gemstone from the golem and then
Just keep
give it
that
to somebody
safe.
else. Yeah.
Keep it
Yeah.
a Candlekeep.
It's called a keep for a reason.
Yeah. Nothing ever gets out of Candlekeep.
Unless we take it out, which is highly against the rules.
Speaking of which, are we going to be able to take the appendices with us?
Now there's
I-
multiple appendixes.
Definitely not.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't had a problem. I mean, it's been a bit since I've left.
You're on their best side. They're quite
That's
annoyed at
true.
all of us, save Kirill,
Oh,
mostly me.
Aside from the trip recently, I haven't really done much venturing out, and so
Do you have approval to leave?
do I have a I'm leaving.
What?
Tell no one.
That's literally what Dunstall's
Oh.
job is.
We're
It's
okay.
not like that.
All right. When do we leave?
No, you're staying here. I am holed up in my office, studying this appendix, and cannot be disturbed.
And I'm helping you. And then walks the fuck out.
I like it.
Is he
Thank you, Dawson.
filing all of that stuff you guys brought back with you?
He yes, I believe he's done.
There's papers like scattered on the ground.
He'll get to it. He's got a method. He's got a method.
Would there be any insight roll to see that they're fucking with the name of this Draco?
Really bad. I'm sorry.
I got a 21 on history, but I have a better insight than history.
I'm wondering if like I forgot anything that's not in my notes that we also just roll to make sure if there was anything I forgot, maybe you'll tell us.
Like a history.
But you can go first.
I did tell the quest giver that they just got back from Netherese ruins, and I said they came back with a bunch of Nether scrolls. I did make that mistake.
Yeah, we weren't
What
supposed
you
to.
got?
20.
Are you specifically attempting to?
No, Benlin thinks her name is Zip Zap Zop Risha.
Have to disrespect a blue dragon because of Bedlin's incredible intellect.
Attempted to say her name at all?
We'll say I haven't because I rolled a nat 20.
There you go. Where you at? I have toes.
I'm not going to get it.
I can totally get it, but it's gonna be my toes. too.
Oh,
Shall we get it?
Zig Zag Risha.
A little bit. There you go.
Zigzag Krishka.
Zig Zag.
I'm gonna write this down.
Zigzag Krishka.
Six?
Okay, Z-I-K.
Wait,
I
hold
need a pencil.
on. Let me spell it.
It's like zigzag catch.
Z-I-K.
Z-O-K. R-I-S-H-A-A. Zigzag Krishka.
Aha.
Zig Zag Krishka.
Does Zip Zap Rishka brush her teeth with a bottle of Jack?
Well, if luck is to be in our favor when she leaves for the night,
It's a
she
bottle
is
of-
not coming back.
Was there anything else that
It's a
The
bottle
party
of
don't
shit.
start until she walks in.
Bottle of shit.
She walks in.
What was your question?
was there anything else that I didn't say we need to remember?
Make it pop.
And while you are looting her horde, her demonic, draconic horde, I will say don't stop.
Make it pop.
DJ.
Turn that.
Well, my spell's up.
Yeah.
I think that's over 7 seconds, guys. We got watch out.
Not consecutive.
Not that's like hugely important.
Okay.
Like if there's
Sure.
stuff that
Rishka.
becomes important, like you'll remember it.
Oh, okay. All
Um,
right. I get some potions together. I do want to declare that because I bought some.
as far as your insight check, he's not attempting to say it wrong. He just doesn't know.
I think that's her name.
If
I point to the name. Oh, wait. Was it in just talking to that person that we got
Yeah.
this info?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
All right.
A lot of money to spare.
We just got like
Oh, that's right. I gotta put my
900
money.
gold.
Was it 900
Got a
something?
couple of healing potions.
Ugh, gross. Oh, Jesus.
Does anybody think we should have some spell specifically for facing a dragon?
Does anyone even
witch?
have any slots left for attunement?
that's always the question.
Do you have to
I'm full
attune
of-
to a scroll?
No.
Or
But
like other items
Other
and
things
stuff,
you'd have to
yeah.
attune to. Yeah, we are big damn heroes.
EDH.
Issues. Um,
Like I'm like either Zindi, you're getting ready and I'm just hanging out with you, or I'm getting ready. It's probably more I'm getting ready and you're hanging out with me.
Works for me.
You know, I'm really quite eager to get back on the battlefield, so to speak. Some blood sounds nice.
Blood?
You know, bloodshed,
Oh,
gore, that kind of thing.
I will say when we first started out and I joined this intrepid band, it was a little disconcerting, but you're quite right. I've gotten used to it, and there's something thrilling about getting into the fray.
We're getting quite powerful. It's a bit intoxicating.
I agree. And I'm very glad to see that Drasimir just is not intimidated by my growth in power and abilities.
That is excellent. Those are hard to find.
It's good.
How is he? Have you guys had any marriage talks?
Oh, we're already engaged.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I knew that probably, right?
No.
I think you mentioned it.
No.
What do you mean, darling?
Oh,
Tell me everything.
he handed me a note when we were in the library.
A
sitting
note?
across from each. Yes, it was very romantic.
Okay.
I think Dorston actually passed it
I'm
along.
sure the lighting was lovely, right? Candles. And...
No, we were looking at the appendix.
Oh,
And there was a note.
Okay. So then what happened?
Well, then we found out that it's a portal to the golem. And so Drasimir went, and I let him know that we were going to be heading out, and he went to his study.
Okay, so did you answer him?
I looked at him.
Or you looked at him and
He knew.
how are we sure?
He's not very talkative or verbose, so we usually just communicate in public with looks.
Oh, okay, well then we need to have a little celebration.
Well, I didn't want to upstage Benlin and Kyril's.
They've been engaged
Wedding.
for ages.
I know how important it is to Benlin.
Well, all right, darling. I don't want to push, but I'm very happy for you. I'll give you a hug.
Yay!
Now I have to get you a gift.
Oh,
I'm just gonna run off real quick. I know I'll be a little late, but I gotta get you something. So I
okay.
rush off.
What's everyone else do?
I'm grabbing my pen.
I just want to point out we were so close to passing the Bechdel test. And then fucking Drasimir had to come up with some...
We've passed the Bechdel test before, I'm sure.
We still have time to pass the
I was
Bechdel test.
like, we passed the Bechdel test by our two fantastically powerful female characters discussing the exploits and joys of battle.
Drasimir could be envy. We don't know.
That's true.
Yeah. And we can still talk about
Bruno?
other things. We
don't
can
talk
talk
about-
about. Yes, we can.
We don't talk about Bruno.
I still have not seen.
At least I'm told.
Not if you want to talk. Not if you want to pass the Bechdel test.
Right?
We don't talk about Bruno.
Anyone else do anything specific or fun
No, because I think I am out of attunement slots. So, just gonna look at some healing things.
Camera froze again.
Gosh dang it, guys! I'm so sorry. Might be a good idea to restart.
We
need a break?
take a BRB break.
or? And we're back. And yeah.
Back again.
She's back. Tell a friend.
Question:
Yes.
can I say that there is a potion that is basically like someone casting haste on me?
There is a potion that does that.
Can I just? Well, I was kind of looking, but I didn't see it. But can we? So then, can I say that I get one of those as well?
It's called a potion of speed.
Oh, well, I don't want just speed. I want like
No, it
extra
gives you
action
the
and stuff.
effect of the haste spell
Okay.
for 1 minute. But it's called a potion of speed.
Okay. Thank you.
It's a very rare though, so it's gonna be
Oh.
expensive.
So how much? Yeah. Do you let me know?
Do I have this one at $2?
Gotta spend money to make money. That's what Naya always told me.
It's business 101.
Is 500 too much?
For my shield?
No, for
For the potion?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I think that's fine.
that's fine.
Okay. The shield, if you're crafting, let's see.
1,500?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah. Any other potions, spells, scrolls, stuff people want
Oh gosh.
Some potions of healing, if I may. Or like greater healing at this point.
to?
I would like a potion of lightning resistance.
I would like a
Well, I mean,
potion-
yeah, knowing that we're going against a
That
blue
makes
dragon.
sense. I'm gonna prepare absorb elements before we leave. That's for sure.
a potion of not immune to psychic damage.
I'll take a potion of necrotic resistance as well. I don't know how much these cost.
Do you have the rarities of them?
Uncommon.
I think an uncommon potion is 100.
We're using a different table.
What
So
was the necrotic resistance?
potion of resistance is going to be 300.
Gold
300?
pieces? Oh.
What kind of damage?
Necrotic and lightning.
Necrotic.
That's what I looked at.
And then someone else asked about something else.
Necrotic.
Greater healing potions as well.
Just necrotic? So I already have resistance to that.
So you don't need
Slam! Losers. No, I'm just
That
kidding.
would be the potion of resistance, right? Gives you
Yes.
a secret element. Yeah.
I don't know if
So-
potion resistance can do necrotic though.
I think
There's
potion of resistance is whatever, like,
I see.
elemental resistance.
Yeah, I
is.
see potion of necrotic resistance.
You do.
Okay.
How many gold is the potion of greater healing? 300?
What's
Doesn't
up
have
for
the
you?
cost.
Did you have a
No, I was making sure the camera was working.
Oh,
I'd
150?
150? Okay.
just like to point out a potion of resistance on Temu is only $1.15. Like Amazon Wish. I googled potion of resistance and it came up on
Oh my
Temu.
god.
Oh God. All right,
Like
I'm gonna
one of
get.
those, like, Etsy stores.
I'm also gonna get a couple of those. 150. So that's 300 gold.
Minus 450 for me.
I still have one from before.
Oh, and let's see, what will I get for Cindy?
What would be the cost of a potion of Dragon's Majesty?
Is that
What is that?
Potion legendary. The potion looks like liquid gold with a single scale from a chromatic gem or metallic dragon suspended in it. When you drink this potion, you transform into an adult dragon of the same kind as the dragon scale the potion came from. The transformation lasts 1 hour. Any equipment you are wearing or carrying melds into your new form or falls to the ground, your choice. For the duration, you use the game statistics for the adult dragon instead of your own, but you retain your languages, personality, and memories.
That
I
sounds
don't
fun.
think that you can find one of those.
Damn it.
What's the rarity on that?
Legendary?
Okay.
If you are gonna
Plus
wait
one
like
bonus
a week or two, then maybe we could find one for you.
Spell. Well, I don't know if I need that.
Hank.
Yes.
Would Candlekeep have first part? Secondly, would Candlekeep sell to Paige a potion of fire resistance?
What was
Or
the
excuse
first
me,
question?
potion of fire breath.
What was the first part?
Would Candlekeep have?
And slash would they sell?
Slash would they sell to Paige a potion of fire breath?
Do I just need to pick up alchemy tools? Is that my next thing I need to learn?
Yeah, they would.
Would. Oh.
They're gonna be 300 each.
It's just a
Remember how much we
just a
got for
potion of
the
dragon's breath,
wine.
really. Dragon's breath fire.
It's probably really far back.
And it's
in
like
the
a
chat.
first or second
I'll
level
find
spell,
it.
dragon's breath. I know you have it.
91 platinum.
Second, I think.
Paige just realized he'd forgotten to send a lot of his gold back home like he normally does.
I'm rolling it.
Dear Paige, the village is starving.
Let them eat.
Do you, by any chance, have any of that gold you said you would send? Well,
Yeah, I gave it.
everyone, really.
Yeah, it's on Henry's ship. She's taking the shortcut.
It's written in the fashion of like a Civil War letter. Dearest Paige, things on the battlefield aren't looking great, but we're all excited for that shipment of gold you promised. It's really sure to warm the cockles of the children since they haven't had a meal in 3 weeks.
Also, your friend Henry stopped by, and she borrowed some of our supplies for that trip you have coming up. We were more than happy to give them to her.
That was how she was helping me.
She said it was very important and you were doing very important things. Sincerely, literally everyone you know.
All right.
With
go ahead.
all of the love that our starving stomachs can muster. Your people, the ones who deemed you savior.
So everyone knows who's watching and listening at home, I legitimately just deducted 250 gold pieces out of my inventory just for this.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you for 250 gold. We know times are tough, but this should keep the children fed for a few hours.
250 gold is a lot of money. How many people are in your tribe?
We're shielded from inflation in this. Yeah, exactly. They have to keep refilling the bowls every time there's a second spot that's clear.
They get mad.
We show up to their storehouses and just the center is empty and they're like, we have no food. And we just gotta move the boxes into the center of the room and they're like, oh my god.
Miracle! Paige sees the emptiness of the center of the room and just falls to his knees. How can I do this to my people?
There's no food left!
Okay. All right.
So we're being super productive.
Oh my gosh.
And
Okay.
racist.
Any other
Against fictional
purchases?
cat people.
Everyone's a little bit racist.
I only bought
Okay, I don't even know.
I bought 4 potions for a total of 900 gold pieces and somehow spent like 1,500 gold pieces because I had to pay my own tax.
All right. Any other purchases that we want to?
That's it.
Benlin takes note
Gonna deal
of
with it.
picking up alchemy next time. He's gonna pick up alchemy.
It's more of a savior's tax.
Okay.
You know that I do that, right?
So you guys are all prepped and ready to go. Are you doing the portal
Yeah.
in the hearth? Are you doing it in the rooms?
I think
No,
we
I
have
think-
to do it in Zindi's office because she said she's going to be in her office.
That's fine. Yes, we're going to be cloistered away in my office.
So when you enter your office, there is a note on your desk from Dorsten
Damn it, Dorsten.
that says, "See you in 2 weeks."
2 weeks.
And
I'm glad he's anticipating us going to be gone. That we're going to be gone for 2 weeks. That's
Have you
really nice of him.
considered that maybe Dorsten took 2 weeks off?
Why would he? I told him that he's going to have to manage things.
That's a good point. Kirill, do you like my new shield?
Oh,
It's his new shield has like a very stylized and heroic U on it,
I know this might be very
Oh,
strange to
takes my breath
you.
away.
like you.
Oh, oh,
It's like a-
there are you on.
It's like a sexy medieval pinup of you.
Oh, Kirill, they really captured something about you. You, an artist.
Are they really that far apart?
Can I borrow, can I borrow that for a moment?
Sure.
Okay.
And I will like spread out a bunch of flour on the ground, just take a bag of flour, put it on the ground, and then take the shield, use prestidigitation to wet it, and dunk it in the flour, and then use prestidigitation to create magical flames to crust the flour in to like basically blur over the design itself. I think this is fantastic.
And you can have a snack on the road.
Yes, bread, travel bread, shield
You
bread.
didn't like it?
It's a lot of things for people to see in the wild.
Oh no, it was fully clothed.
It's a lot of things for people to see in the water.
Oh, I mean, I could just put a cloth over it.
I like the travel bread.
Sea bread. It's just burnt flour.
There's water and salt.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It smells yeasty.
Yeah.
That's
He just
not the.
As you start the ritual, he starts scraping bread off of his shield.
Working on setting up the ritual.
Prestidigitate, clean the shield.
Put a cloth over it and tie it to it.
Now it's a -3.
No.
I give you a little flower crown and
Aw.
a little box with a necklace in it. And it's like a big fat sapphire with like a thin kind of white circle around it. And I was like, I'm now this, darling. I made this out of the skull of my ex-husband. This is his eye socket. I just want you to remember that there is always a way out.
Is it your birthday, Cindy?
It's beautiful.
I'll put it on.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Have we celebrated your birthday before?
No.
Oh. Well,
I just
happy
wanted
birthday.
to celebrate my dear, lovely Zindy.
I just
We
didn't
were
realize it was your
gone.
birthday.
Thank you. We were gone for a little while.
Yeah, we haven't been on an adventure. I should have got something for everyone. Well, so hopefully something will inspire us on the road. Something bloody.
What an engaging gift.
That's done.
But
All right.
I wink at you.
It's almost
I don't
ready.
know. But thank
I'll put it on, and I'll put my flower crown on. Although maybe I should leave it here in case I don't want it to get ruined. So I'm gonna set it. Put it on my desk. I'll see. Like there's a random bust of somebody, and
I pick it back up, put it back on your head, and I cast Druidcraft on it to preserve it.
thank you.
It grows roots down into your hair.
Oh, Will it tingle? Can I get it? Like, I'll need your help
Could it-
getting it off.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. We ready?
I think so.
Ready.
All right.
And I'll finish
Make
the
me an
spell.
Arcana roll.
Oh gosh. Not you.
Can Kirill and/or Paige help?
I have the A. It's with advantage. So I have the little A next to it. Correct?
Well, it's usually on specific things, but
She's fine.
29.
You read the symbols and complete the little mini ritual, and the symbols start to swirl around the picture of the golem, and a shimmering blue portal appears on the page.
Oh, Cindy, I missed having a full caster.
I miss getting out of this office. It's a little bit of a shame that we're starting this adventure in my office, but I can at least leave the office with a. We should go.
Into the book. It's always in the book. It couldn't appear on the ground.
Paige, it's on
technically last time it wasn't in the book, and I walked through the portal.
The portal is on the page.
Yeah, I step into it.
It's about that big.
Oh,
You can't, so we can't
On
step
the
into it.
page.
I will touch
Cindy,
it. Oh, just,
You poke it and you disappear.
Oh.
I think we'll just.
so when I stepped on it, I would have disappeared.
It's on the table.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you get your
so-
foot up on it.
Oh, make me an acrobatics check.
Oh my goodness.
I turn into a little sparrow and fly through the portal.
Oh,
With that being said, Paige just goes, and like, whoop.
Swan dives in.
dives into it.
Love
Is
it.
that okay, Hank?
Yeah. Oops.
However I land on the other side is up to physics, I guess.
Kirill takes a moment and just goes, "You can do this. You can do this. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while."
And you guys,
Camel?
you guys find yourselves in the midst of some ruins in the desert. The desert sun blinds your eyes, and you feel the heat trying to pull every bit of moisture from your body. The bone dry air makes each breath burn hot, and the taste and your bone dry air makes each breath burn hot and taste of the baked.
Okay.
Below you, to the north, about 50 feet away, a camel watches two desert nomads unearth a hulking stone golem half buried in the sand, intent on their investigation of the golem, but they do not notice your arrival.
How can we be late?
Maybe those guys know where the golem is.
Cindy, they're digging it up. Cindy, do you have the awakening words in the book?
Do I remember those? Were there words to awaken it? So, okay. How far away are we from? That's a very large camel.
I know.
You guys are like about 50 feet away from the
Okay.
camel,
Camels are bigger.
and the camel is about 20, 30 feet away from the golem.
Okay.
I start walking towards them.
I start following Naya.
Yes.
Are you walking towards the camel or the people?
I'm walking towards
General
the
direction.
I
camel.
will be walking in that general direction. I will not be stopping at the camel.
As we arrive, I would like to cast Create Water to have 10 gallons of water dump on all of us.
Dumped on all of us?
So you're out now
Warning.
soaking water.
Not okay. This was darkling
Not
only.
terrible though. Your summoned water always tastes so fresh.
So fresh and so
The
clean.
minerals.
And now I'm gonna cast this guy's self.
This guy self?
Yes.
Okay. What are you trying to look like?
I am going
Dry
to look
indeed.
like a yeah. Well, one, dry. Two, I will look like a human version of myself, maybe just a little
Okay.
shorter, and like I have desert clothing, like I've prepared
Okay.
for the desert. So I look like I'm supposed to be here.
Can
Maybe
I,
I'm leading you guys.
I like that. Can I break off from the group?
Sure, where are you going?
Just gonna
I would just like to climb up onto the walls and just kind of be like over here, kind of peering over to observe. Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so as you guys walk that way past the camel, and Paige, you get up on the wall next to the camel. This camel
Muddy.
stinks.
Mm,
Like, not like death or anything, it's a very smelly camel.
okay.
Yes, real.
Oh, dude.
I would like to cast Speak with Animals and then wild shape into a camel.
Oh my gosh.
And then walk in with Cindy.
Okay.
Hank, could you grow that token
Yeah,
for me?
But you need to summon water on the camel. It needs a bath.
Right?
Okay.
Mental connection. God, this camel could have used a bath.
Should I have made myself stinkier?
No.
Here, I'll make me stink.
Well, can they understand?
Oh,
No, but no, we have the mental chat.
Okay.
So even in my wild shape, they can understand me.
I will not make you stink.
All right, Cindy, tie me up next to their camel, and then I'll get the deets.
That makes sense. I'll pretend to tie you. It looks very loose. So you can break away if you need to.
Do you guys think Ben will let me ride him like this?
Of course.
Excellent.
Okay. So you guys are walking up to the other.
I'm gonna
guys?
lead. I'm gonna, like, as if I'm the guide. There you go. Hello.
So you see two dark-haired, olive-skinned, brown-eyed people wearing loose-fitting linen robes covered by a dark cloak. They seem to be carrying daggers and scimitars, not threatening, but they're like attached to their belts.
Sure.
And one of them, this gent right here, seems to be, I don't know, in his 60s. And this one looks to be a youth, probably about 16.
Killed in the elderly people.
And they seem to be kind of arguing about how best to get the golem out of the sand. And as you yell out, the older one kind of turns, hello. Hi. What are you?
It appears you've also found the excavation point. Fantastic.
Yeah. What are you?
Official Candlekeep business.
Oh, so you're not from around here. Okay.
No. We have our local guide, but
Well, what tribe are you?
Insight. Can I make an insight check?
Make a history?
History check. History check for the deserts.
can I assist in that? We've been to Anauroch before.
I mean, I did do extensive research on the Anauroch Dead.
How would you help while she's?
By going from this tribe.
Cutting me off.
We do have a mental chat room.
You do have a mental chat room. Okay. Sure.
Okay, I'll help you in the mental chat then.
Okay.
So re-roll that.
Choose a different.
You're doing history.
History. 14.
Better than it was, right? Right?
What tribe are you from?
What tribe am I from? Do I know any tribes?
Sure. Make a tribe up.
The jabroni.
Ooh, the sand rats.
No, not the sand rats. Okay. What I know of
makes
local
sounds.
hits, yeah. I'm like, it just makes them sound.
The
Really, tribe.
The top tribe.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this is the name of the king, too.
What was the king's name? Trying to remember.
The tribe of keep candles.
Yeah. The God, I'm really bad on the spot. Holy shit.
But Helene has that 20 to help us with remembering the name of the king, right?
Yeah.
Sure. The king's name is Hamukai. Or Hamakai.
Okay.
Oh, have you heard of Hamakai?
Of course, I've heard of Hamakai.
Well, and that's why you're here at the dig site. Well,
Hamakai's tribe has not existed for centuries.
oh, I know. It's actually an offshoot of the tribe.
Oh, which one?
The Azali tribe?
Is Lali?
Azali.
Azali.
Azali tribe.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm not familiar with that one.
There is an Asabi tribe. No.
She's looking.
There's
It's
an,
Azali. That's
there's,
what it is.
there's
Azali,
an
Azali.
Alaii, an Alai tribe.
Well, it's the Azali tribe. We're an offshoot of the Alai tribe.
I've never heard of that one. What brings you here? The golem?
Candlekeep has commissioned these individuals to study it. They'd heard of it, and so I'd been conscripted to lead them to the site.
Oh,
We're doing research on Zip Zap Zop Rush. Risha.
who?
Zip Zap Zop Risha. The Draco Lich of legend.
I think they're.
He whispers something to his nephew.
Oh boy.
Or the aunt's nephew. And kind of moves closer to his nephew. I'm not familiar with that name either. Are you maybe perhaps referring to Zik Sakrishka?
That does sound much
The
more
blue
like a
Draco
blue
Lich?
dragon name. Yes.
Ah,
Looking back at the camels.
you have your own camel as well. Okay, all right. Well, I suppose you don't need shelter then, so I won't offer.
Fantastic. We weren't going to ask. Your camel. Is there something wrong with it? It seems to be rotting from the inside.
Paige goes, it smells like death.
Can we
Oh, you
switch
mean old Stink over there?
That would be the one.
Yes. He's a stinker.
Can I talk to the camel?
Yes, we can talk to the camels.
Give it a second.
I'm just curious.
There, but yeah, let's do the camels now.
It's up to you.
No, what are you saying to the old stinker?
So, what tribe are you guys from?
Well, what?
Well, the people who riding you around, what tribe are you guys from?
Huh?
Why do you smell so bad, man?
I don't know. Why don't you smell?
I don't know. I think this is how camels are supposed to smell.
No, bro, something's wrong with you.
Probably. You know. Yeah, that's the thing. So where are you guys coming from? How many moons did you travel?
What's a moon?
The big glowy thing at night.
55
Oh wow.
or 4?
Or so. Okay. Yeah. This is about how this usually goes.
Benlo, how's it going? Does he know he's stink?
Yes.
We're you got a lot of friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have a lot of friends back where you come from?
Well, there's a couple.
There's a Mrs. back home?
Yeah, I don't know where she's at right now though. She's been gone a while.
Yeah, she's probably back at the tribe that you guys are from.
Yeah, she disappeared the other night though, so I don't know.
Oh, do you think she got eaten or something?
I
Why
hope
would you
not.
say that about his wife?
We're camels. This is what camels talk about.
Oh, I don't. That would be bad.
Yeah, yeah. When's the last time you drank water?
Oh, I'm yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah, kind of thirsty, but it's okay.
That's okay. I mean, like, if I were to get you some water, do you think you refuse to leave today?
What do you mean refuse to?
Just not leave this area.
Why would I do that?
Good. We're in agreement.
What?
Hey, Paige, get the camel some water.
Desert.
You didn't bring water?
I toss you my water skin.
Catch it in my camely mouth. Here you go. Do you have like a bowl or something? Do you put your water in? I'm a magic camel.
I knew I shouldn't have eaten that plant. This happened last week.
What happened last week?
Hank,
Yes.
while this is happening, can I, and it'll probably help me
Don't
describe
kill
it if you
the
look
innocent NPCs.
I will not. I've never killed an innocent NPC.
Every time we go to a desert-themed location, you kill an innocent NPC.
I never kill an innocent NPC. I would like to climb down the back side of the wall,
Okay.
stealth around it to inside the little square where the golem is.
Yeah, make me a soul check.
Perfect. Uh, 23.
Should use password trace, damn.
Also, do we see the blue thing on its chest? Do we know for sure this is the golem we're looking for?
What if it's a different golem?
I know, I just maybe we should just make sure.
In the Anauroch Desert wouldn't be the first time.
Not the golem you're looking for.
Good point. I should have shown you. So, this is what you see.
Yep, that's our.
That's gotta be it. Yeah.
Oh, look at Stinky.
Hi, Stinky. Okay, so he's got the blue.
Stinky.
All right, here. I don't know if this helps, but I think they lost a camel recently. And he smells real bad,
That we're aware of.
but he thinks that's normal.
Perhaps it is.
Maybe.
Have you all lost a camel recently? We lost one a few days ago.
Why do you ask?
That just seems abnormal. Our guide was telling us that usually if your camel goes missing, you know what got it, and we don't.
There's a few monsters in the area. There's lots of scavengers here.
I suppose the less time spent here, the better then.
Hey, what are you doing?
I just want to not like climb up and sit on top of the wall and watch them, but I would like to at least like get up and see what's going on.
Okay,
Just monitor for any aggressive movements or anything.
you can do that.
Maybe examine the golem with you.
Sure. Sure. I'm Shamir, by the way, and this is Pesh, my nephew.
Cindy.
Nice to meet you.
Can I confirm?
Ural.
Kind of back away.
Can I confirm with the camel that those are their real names?
Yeah,
Those are their real names.
you're kind of suspicious for a camel.
Yeah, super. They call me sus. Like they call you Stink.
Nice to meet you, Sus.
Stacy.
Nice to meet you too, Stink.
Okay.
We're like, your camel smells bad, and they're like, well, here's a shifty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I keep giving them side eye
You're-
from the other camel.
Water's getting in your mouth, like
My God.
pointing with a hub and just sticking. Like,
Pawing at the ground. It's like,
Yeah, I will dig a little spot to pour water into for the other camel.
it soaks into the
I was
sand.
gonna say it goes right into the sand.
I'll use stone shape. I don't know.
Can you stone shape in?
No.
No.
You just tell the camel to put his mouth on the other
Yeah,
end.
I just
Just bite the other end of the
directly
skin
into
really
the other
hard.
camel's
Make me a
mouth.
perception check, for the love of God.
Perception?
Yes.
I have a passive of 29.
There is a water bowl attached to his
Okay,
saddle or something.
so I get that out
You can grab
and then
throw
I
on the
pour him
ground.
water.
Into your little.
You pour in some water, and he looks at it. He's like, "Oh, I didn't know it was water time." Well, and then he drinks some water.
The guides are just like so confused. Watching.
Did your camel just pour water for our camel?
We have him very well trained.
He's incredibly considerate.
The young
How
one
long
kind
have
of,
you been observing this golem?
young one is going to come over to the camels to just check on the camel.
You're a little sus.
What was the question again?
How long have you been studying the golem?
Oh, we just got here last night. Hmm.
Must have been a bit cold.
Yeah, that's why we wear robes.
I would think you'd take the robes off, though. They're so dark, and the sun will be beating on them pretty heavily.
What tribe are you from again?
It's our tribe. I said, what tribe are you from?
I don't want to tell you that.
I thought we were having a nice conversation. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just don't think when I speak. I didn't mean to offend you.
No, it's fine.
She's from the southern tribes. It's very humid down there at the border.
Is that
of
a water
the-
tribe?
No, it's just at the border of the rainforest in the foothills.
Ooh, in your head. Jolt.
That's too far south.
The rainforest.
I'm just gonna keep looking. Can I, while they're discussing, I'm just gonna start looking at the golem. Can
Well, they're looking at the golem. I am looking at them and at the other people. I'm just like assessing how this conversation is going.
Okay, look, I'm going to level with you. We walked up about 20 minutes ago, maybe 5 minutes before you saw us, out of a book. There was a portal. We were in Candlekeep. This is where it led us. We're here to hopefully prevent the end of the world if the whole Draco Lich thing goes through. So that's really the whole point. Once we figure out what to do with the golem, or if you have information to help us, that'd be incredibly helpful. We're happy to leave you all to it. We just need to find out what it needs to do to stop the king from being killed or awoken or whatever will give that dragon what it wants. We just weren't sure what your things were, so we didn't want to walk in with that. It was, we didn't really prepare for this.
How many ava plants did you eat?
What?
I try and spit
A
on
book?
this.
A book.
2.
Okay.
I try to spit on the sun, but it does that thing where it just dribbles down your face.
He reaches over and pats you, and then just kind of shakes his head.
The camel is my fiance. Our guide here is one of the great readers.
The camel is your fiance.
You're
Yes.
blowing our cover.
Oh,
He's been in the sun a bit long.
and he backs away a little, like about 10 or 15 feet from you guys,
Okay.
and then shouts or kind of says a word to his nephew in a different language, and
know
he
this-
backs about 15 feet away.
I understand all languages.
He just says magic
Okay. Oh, okay.
to his nephew, and then they both kind of back away.
Interesting.
They don't look like they're going to do anything. They just kind of distance themselves.
Well, I think we've scared them away.
Okay, well, we're not going to hurt you at all.
Free to examine the golem as much as you wish.
It's probably best you go. Goodbye.
Well, we're not leaving. But
Oh.
it's-
Carol, do you need me to dig up the golem?
It might help. I was see
I was
if we
gonna
can
mage
see.
hand.
I don't think it's light enough for that, dear.
Oh, that's true. Never mind.
Um,
Can we roll like an Arcana or something to see if there's inscriptions on it and figure out if we can wake it up this way?
Good point.
So maybe it can dig itself out,
mm.
pull itself up by its
There you
sand
go.
straps.
I can summon an elemental.
1 second.
You're in a...
I was gonna say, summon elemental is my thing. Maybe it's your own thing.
Yeah, that's his cousin Richard, who's kind of a dick. So
You go ahead and
Mage
make me what did you want to do, that script or something? You want to make a roll?
yeah, see if there's like Arcana or something to see if we can figure out.
Yeah. Can I assist?
Maybe an
Because I've
investigation.
been...
Okay.
I did say I was looking at the golem.
Mm-hmm.
We'll roll separately if that's okay.
I can
And
investigation this.
I would like to Arcana. Is that okay? Or as investigation?
Investigation.
Investigate.
19.
16?
Okay, so both of you together come to the same conclusions that you do not see any scripts on it. It is still half buried. But it seems like it would be decently easy to unbury it because it's just sand.
I don't know. Have you ever played Minecraft? The sand just kind of go...
I have not known. So
Well, one of us is an Earth Shanasi druid, so it should not be too difficult.
But he's a camel
Also
right
a
now,
camel.
so that's a
Well, I was
bit of
gonna
a problem.
uncamel. I was just waiting for you guys to get your rolls.
All right. Well, let's get the camel over here to open this up and see if we can get it out.
I will come over and unwild shape and then just start molding earth.
Paige,
all
where are
around.
you? Stay in the chat room.
Turn around.
both of them kind of audibly gasp and step back another 10 feet from you.
Do we think I need to keep watch, or at this point can I reveal myself and help dig?
I'd say keep an eye out.
Okay.
Probably a good idea.
We shouldn't need to dig. I can just pick it up.
The other camel looks at you as you wild shape back and is like,
I told you I was suspicious.
"What that you eat.
What? You can't turn into a person?
No.
Your wife can.
That's where she went.
You didn't know all camels can do this?
Wow, that's cruel.
So what happened?
I don't know.
He
Maybe,
lays down on the sand and just flops to the side.
maybe you're a man who got transformed into a camel.
No.
Now we're not fighters.
Little Stinker's
That
laying
camel-
on the stand, mowing.
He didn't even say thank you for his water.
What did you say to that
Thank you.
camel that
You said it was water
I
time.
didn't say anything to him. I don't speak camel.
Page from behind. Speaking of, you owe me water.
The older gentleman, as you start moving towards it, what is your interest in the golem again?
Save the world, right?
Basically,
Save the
Zip Zap.
world.
Who?
zigzag,
Oh, Zigzakrakash.
zigzag,
Krikosh.
zigzag,
Yeah.
and not the dish, the dragon,
Uh-huh.
not the one that uses
Look.
paprika.
We're doing you a favor, you guys, because if you guys would have gotten this thing out of the sand, there's like a 20-30% chance a dragon would have tried to kill you.
The dragon is far from here.
I mean, I'm just telling you how the narrative plays out, my guy. Also, your camel stinks.
Yeah, that's why he's called Old Stink.
Why were you? Why?
And also, what happened to his wife?
His wife.
Yeah. He said she went missing.
Naya, what?
Why are you guys here with the golem? Is this something all these nearby tribes do?
We discovered something in the desert, and so we're investigating it.
Okay. And so you're worried for our sakes?
I mean, clearly this has magic laced through it, though most of you seem to as well, so I don't know if I should be scared of you as well, or just the golem, or...
Are you scared of magic?
What do you think created this desert?
That's a good point.
Magic.
Is that like Lord?
Have you not heard of the fall of the Netherrealm?
I know nether scrolls are a thing in the north somewhere.
Yes, we are familiar with what happened with Anauroch and the Netheries.
Is he actually a camel? And just looks like this now?
At heart.
Okay.
I think we're all kind of camels at heart.
Something a camel would say.
The Netheries tried to change many things with magic, and they wound up destroying this once verdant and lush land and turned it into a desert. And so magic is bad.
We are here to hopefully remove nether scroll that this dragon is trying to get. Take it out of the desert so that it cannot be of danger here.
Not all magic is bad. It just depends on how you use it. Sometimes you use it to look like a camel.
Sometimes he used to look like a camel.
Really a camel.
No. It's not really a camel. The Stinker may also not be a camel. We'll see.
Pink must be a
Oh, I'm sure he is.
I'm mental chat room, everyone. I'm not going to do it, but how funny would it be if I turned one of them into a camel?
You dislike magic.
They're not being violent, which is
Naughty.
a very nice change of pace.
No. I'm not going to do it. I'm just saying, how funny would it be?
Depends on your perspective.
Your book is out, right?
Yes. Yeah.
As this is happening, the younger one is slowly making his way towards you and is kind of peeking at your book and trying to see what.
My spell book?
Yes.
Well, by the way, I've been molding Earth this entire
Okay.
time to get the golem out.
Okay.
Do I notice him? Like
Yeah,
that?
he's not
Okay.
trying to be subtle.
Okay.
He doesn't look threatening. He's just
Curious.
very curious about your. Yeah.
Oh.
What's that?
Oh, it's my book.
You don't have a whole lot of books. You can just keep a book out like this. That's
Well, I have a few books. Where we are from, there's a lot of books.
Buildings and buildings full of them.
To be
Have you
honest-
heard of Candlekeep?
no.
To be honest, wouldn't the
It's an
desert be an
amazing-
ideal place for books?
Depends on the book.
It's an amazing place filled with books from the ground to the sky.
And magic gardens that stretch out beyond your ability to see them.
And you can learn about just about anything there.
Ooh,
What
and
do
there's
you want
that,
to learn about?
and there's that ghost dragon in
I
the
don't
basement.
Then kind of runs away with it.
Let us recruit another young son.
I'm just planting a seed. I'm not recruiting him.
Seed of knowledge.
It's everywhere we go, we bring back young boys.
There has to have been a better way to phrase that.
Yes, I'm sure.
Phrasing.
So you pull the golem out, and once it is fully out, it kind of stands there, and then kind of stretches a little bit,
Oh,
Oh, so it's alive currently?
and its
Oh.
eyes glow blue.
does it? Hello, Mr. Gollum. Do you understand English?
Or just looks at
Common.
you.
Hi. We have been sent to hopefully assist you in your mission to protect the king.
Does it actually cock its head? Because that's super cute.
What do I remember in the book and studying it about activating or having it follow a command or
You remember that when the king
last week was so long ago.
Extra.
Yeah, can I make it?
so you remember that Alkazaar was searching for. Well, okay. Are you trying to think back to the story, or are you trying to think back to
The book, the appendix, and
Yes,
everything
like
that
what
I
he said.
read
Okay.
in there
Um,
about maybe connecting with the golem or not necessarily controlling it, but having it work
Okay.
with me.
So Alkazaar, I keep wanting to call him Alka-Seltzer now.
Fine. I'll allow it.
He was searching for the Neutral. In the desert, he came across a wandering stone golem. You remember that the golem recognized its master's name, Hamakai, when Alkazaar mentioned it. And from that point on, the golem followed him and obeyed his commands.
Okay.
You also remember that the golem communicated through sign language, and it seemed very lost and very sad.
Okay. So I will start waving my hand in the air and smile very big so he sees.
Yeah, mention the king's name.
And you're right
Hey,
next to him.
Yuki.
Yeah. So I'll just I'm waving to him and I'll say, Hamakai. I'll back up a little bit. How tall am I? How tall is this?
It's 14 feet.
14 feet.
Oh.
And you are like 5'10" right now.
Okay, that's right.
Because
'Cause I shrank down.
Yes.
Okay. So then I will pat its knee.
It gently pats your hand back.
Aw. And shoot. What do we in the chat room? What do we do now, guys? What do we do now?
Well, we know it's sad, right? So, like,
Can you take us, a gesture, I'm not sure how this works. Can you take us to Hamakai?
doom. No.
I'm gonna try and grab one of its fingers and just holding his hand.
We love Hamakai.
Can we go see Hamakai? Maybe we can help you after.
Ooh, maybe we should take him to Candlekeep. Maybe this is the young boy.
So we do have a job to do first.
He thinks for a second, and then he pulls his hand or his finger out of your hand.
Okay. I don't
Um,
resist.
he slowly moves like over here. And he closes his eyes
Uh-huh.
and kind of starts like spinning a little bit like a magnet or a compass thing.
Okay.
And then he stretches his arm out and points this way. And then looks at you and like nods.
He need the thing in his chest.
That way.
I think he'll bring it.
Okay.
Does it have a name? Do they have a name?
I'm trying to remember. Just the wandering golem. I don't think so.
Are you saying that out
Oh,
loud,
the Sapphire
or-
Sentinel.
There you go.
Hey, Paige. This is a shot in the dark, but can you talk to its mind?
Let me try.
So you're connecting to him?
I am trying to connect to him. Yeah.
Because telepathy does get around language.
Are you saying anything? Like, or what are you saying?
In the gentlest, most gentle way possible. Hello. And I prop up and sit on the wall.
Oh my god!
It's me. And I start just, it's me. Hello.
He starts like making some hand gestures to you.
You can speak to me in here. No one else can hear us.
He doesn't know speech.
Tap language. So I understand all. Oh,
It
that's
specifically
spoken.
says he cannot speak.
Okay.
Well, but we're
Nope.
I've made
Nope.
the ruling that he cannot speak.
You cannot speak.
So-
No language.
Okay, but you can hear
It's
me.
like zeros and ones.
My name is Paige, and I'll go and introduce everyone.
I mean, if he is communicating, Naya should be able to understand him.
It actually says I understand all spoken languages. So.
And this is not a
Okay.
spoken.
And I just feel it's ableist that sign language is not a spoken language.
So I then
If it's mute,
hop down off the wall,
How?
and I approach, and I out loud, "Hey guys, the chat room works. I mean, he can't talk back, but he understands."
Wasn't he understanding us before?
Yeah, but this is a little more direct.
can you ask him how many days travel it is to there?
Yeah. How many days travel is it?
He makes a sign to you.
That.
Intelligence check.
Can you write? And I'll like write a number on the sand.
He writes in a different language.
Comprehend languages.
He writes 84.
84.
84 days travel.
84, and I'll point at the sun. 84.
84 full sun rotations?
Days.
And then he goes backwards.
We
Yeah,
can probably
42
teleport there, but should we ask him if he wants to come with us, or should we just take the... do you want to come with us, or do you want us to just take the stone out of your chest?
No, he's coming with us.
Oh, okay.
This is his journey as well.
Well, we need that to stop the Dracolich...
Okay, I think you need to read the book again. We need that with the king.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Both hands over it.
No, we're not going to take it.
That's
we're
his,
not.
That's his.
We're not going
It's
to.
a piece of his body.
It's okay.
Okay,
Wow.
but don't we need that to kill the Dracolich?
Well, with the king, and he's coming with us. We're not taking it out of him. That makes no.
No, that's fine.
He's doing
I was
okay.
asking if he wants to leave.
Well, he
Will you come with us?
loves the king.
That's all I was
Wonderful.
trying to determine. If
I know
he
you
wants
wanted
to
to take it out of his chest. You,
I was
he can say, "Yeah, we'll take your heart with us."
All the time. Don't worry about them. I was going to ask,
The
like, what are they
older
doing?
gentleman. There's rumors of a necropolis that direction.
84 days that direction?
No, more like 5 or 6.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
His brain might be a little scrambled, maybe.
The sun would do that.
Is there a Skyview tower around? Could launch and get.
There is, but it's surrounded by thorns that are impenetrable because it's raining all of the time.
Oh, what I would recommend doing is
Building
putting a bridge
Yeah.
across.
Yeah.
the sky.
It took me like 30 minutes to figure it out. I felt so dumb.
Or honestly, just attaching a rocket to your shield and it's just kind of like gliding down over it.
But then opening the door.
Oh, do you need to?
Yeah.
Moving on.
He
To the
then
side.
kind of looks at you. I would not recommend teleporting that way. Not because I don't want you to go there, but it's hard to find it, that place if you don't know where you're going.
Okay.
We can guide you there
Okay.
if you would like us to.
Is it going to take 84 days?
Yeah, okay. No, it's 5 or 6,
Well, if we're among
depending on how
friends,
fast. So, give me a history check. And you too.
13.
He seems
Yeah.
sincere.
26.
So based on the name of the tribe that he gave you, that I don't remember what
That's
it's, or
fine,
if we
yeah.
said something. They're part of one of the Bedouin tribes.
Okay.
The Bedouin nomads. They are very receptive to
Gifts.
Hospitality.
visitors.
Oh, good. Okay.
And they are very hospitable to them as long as they don't threaten them. So you can make the inference that they have their own code of hospitality and honor, and they will provide you shelter, food, drink, and guidance as long as you are kind to them and don't threaten them. They're probably your best chance of surviving in the desert because that's where they survive.
Well, and as I was saying, since we're among friends, and please don't be startled. And I will drop my form. And we didn't know what we were getting into, and my apologies for the deception. But
A lot of people do
What?
try to kill us.
what my friend Harold said was actually true. He didn't eat the plants. And your assistance would be greatly, greatly appreciated.
If we're all being honest, hi, I'm sorry I was hiding the whole time.
We've dealt with a lot of dangers in the past.
And we're happy to share.
You should get going.
Okay, great.
We have to do a desert walk. Do you want to be a camel page?
No, but I'll ride a camel.
Does anyone want to try being a camel for a bit? It's fun.
Definitely not.
I don't think I'm okay with the smell.
I climb on top of the gollum, sit on his shoulder.
Is this all right?
Is that him petting me?
Yeah, he pats your leg.
Thank you, darling.
And then,
All right, Paige. You ready?
Yes.
Camel time.
the other camel is still laying on the ground and refuses to get up, even as it's
Oh,
Wow.
people try to.
You ruined that camel's life.
Hey, buddy. You ready to go?
No, I'm not a camel.
No.
What am I?
You're a
It's
prince.
my purpose in life.
I was sent here by the Camel Council to lift this curse from you. But it requires a great deal of bravery from you, Stinky.
Is that when you tried to poison me with the water?
Wasn't poison. The water wasn't. Was the water? Did you poison your water?
You kind of bop your hump. So for the record,
Come, brave Stinky. Ride with me.
to set the scene, Paige is not riding between the humps like a normal camel.
I am a single hump.
Okay,
camel,
well
thank
he's sitting
you.
on the hump.
That's where you
weird,
sit.
yeah.
No, you use it as like support. I'm
No.
sitting on it.
You're supposed to sit on it.
Oh,
You
excuse me for not knowing how camels are typically ridden.
never ridden a camel at the Ren Fair?
No.
Oh.
Well, the other camel lethargically gets to its feet.
Yay.
Can I cast mending on his mind? Can I just do that?
Mind bend.
And then he slowly follows you.
That's a 4th level cantrip.
And with that, we're gonna take a break. Welcome back.
Yo, yo, yo.
We're getting sandblasted in the desert.
Oh, we're getting sandblasted, all right.
In the desert.
Yeah. So Pesh and Shamir, have now offered to guide you guys through the desert.
Yes.
I hope that we don't ever lose Pesh, given our method of transportation, because then it would go from riding camels to Depesh mode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, we were going to skip this next part.
I'd like you to.
So Shamir tells you that the direction of the necropolis that you're trying to get to, is actually, to the east. And so their village is actually to the south. So he was not going to take you to the village unless you guys wanted to get to the village.
We should be fine. We have the alchemy jugs and food, so.
We instantly traveled here, so we're not terribly tired as of yet.
Would you need to return to your village for any provisions?
No,
Anything that we might not?
we're-
Okay.
We're fine.
If nothing else, we can always eat stinky.
I will not be eating that.
Yeah,
Never again on camel.
I'd rather.
You'll have to excuse Benlin. He's a bit coarse.
Uh-huh.
Is that a Genasi joke?
And sometimes rude.
So, to be clear, the necropolis is this way, but we don't know its exact location, so we have to make one stop on the way there to get the actual coordinates for the necropolis. You're aware of this.
And the Saphire
Absolutely.
Sentinel may be able to assist us with that, correct?
It should hopefully trigger some memories for him. Yes?
I feel like the Sentinel needs a name. Sapphire Sentinel, it's a bit of a mouthful, and I don't want to call him
Buddy, would you give us a thumbs up if you like a name we give you? And a thumbs down if you don't? You should? Yes? No.
In the mental chat room as a camel. SS!
No. There's a multiversal issue with that.
So, you guys are on your way?
Yes, and we start
Stanley Sam's.
Saf.
Saf?
Hey, we're going. He's just okay.
What about Nightwish?
Seems like
He makes some sign at you. Yeah.
Comprehend languages.
I will ask
It did not work.
Shamir. Does anyone in your village know this language that the gollum is speaking? Anybody have any ideas?
If I remember, it's a language that Hamakai made up. And I'm not sure anyone else knows it but the golem now. Or Hamakai still, but he's not among us, I guess.
Correct.
Are you saying that he was an imposter?
He's trapped in his tomb.
Oh, I'm sorry, just not being among us.
There are many events, but not on the work currently.
And he has his wizard posse with him. Is that right?
His wizard posse.
You know, the people keeping him alive?
Well, they no anymore. He
They're-
trapped himself in the tomb and everyone else perished.
Excellent.
Well, it's this way.
We walk on.
So do you guys keep talking to the golem as you guys are walking?
I'm trying to understand it. I am actively trying to learn what he's like.
So
We'll be doing the same.
Yeah, I'll be like, this is a hat. And I'll ask for this. I'll be like, hat, what is that? And so I'm trying to learn the language.
after an hour of observing him, you begin to comprehend the sign language.
Yay!
I spend that hour trying to get Stinky to teach me how to spit right.
Maybe.
I don't know. He's got an existential crisis that he's not sure if he's a camel anymore. So is he going to know how to spit?
Teach me how to spit like a king, Sticky.
Insight?
Athletics.
You gotta
You're trying to maneuver your body, your mouth the right way.
Athletics.
just kind of.
22.
So you gotta like move your jaw, and then you gotta kind of force your tongue,
Okay.
and then you kind of fling it while you do it.
Okay. I'm gonna try and get Zindy. All right.
It nails Zindy right in the back.
Ew.
Prestidigitation.
Hey, you did it.
Yeah.
I guess you're.
I give you a camel thumbs up.
I guess one of us is a real camel.
Just
Still,
think then he'll want to invite the camel to the
Do
wedding.
you want to try and hit Zindy with spit? See if
No.
you're a real camel.
no, it's not worth it.
Oh, spiraling into a depression, Benlin.
So, Sapphire, you see what was just done to Zindy here? That we would refer to as
Yes, that is true. Does he mimic it back?
As what? It's referred to as what?
I was just doing ASL for bullshit and hoping that there would be a translation to common CSL in this language.
Yeah.
Sign language.
He nods and it's like yes. So you guys got here probably like noonish
Okay.
in the desert.
Perfect timing.
The best time of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, so if you got here noonish, he probably would have told you that it was best to set up camp.
Okay.
Because they travel at night. You can travel during the day if you choose to. But there will be some changes to travel.
We'll use mold earth to create ourselves a shelter from the sun so we can sleep.
Take their advice, yes, and rest.
Yes.
So you guys can do a long rest if you want.
Will you also build like a small basin with some water
I can do that. Yeah.
so that we can submerge
Just
if
harden
we
the
need
sand.
to?
Like a bath.
Just make a
Little bath.
cold tub.
Yeah.
And then we wave to our friends.
They kind of look at it, and Shamir starts setting up his own tent. Pesh kind of half-heartedly helps him, and then kind of just like starts backing away from it, and then comes over and like runs up to your thing and just like, where did this come from?
That made it out of sand.
See, magic can be
Sand.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Sand doesn't move this one.
It does when you're in Earth Genasi.
Are we taking a full break?
Yeah, we're taking a long rest.
Oh, okay. If we're taking a long rest, Kirill will reach down to the ground and kind of shimmy his fingers into the sand, and then pull up. And from the ground in front of him comes a manor out of the sand as it comes flowing off.
What
of
the
it.
hell?
It's been a year. I picked up some things.
This is wonderful.
Why did you wait until I'd done all of this?
I thought we were just taking a break. I didn't know we were stopping.
Kirill, I love you.
Doesn't it just create a door?
That's what pulled out of the sand. I think, yeah, that's the door.
What is this?
Oh, it's Kirill's mansion.
And I'll open it, and inside, big foyer that has like stairs leading up to another level.
Oh my goodness.
Bedrooms that are an exact replica of each of the bedrooms at Candlekeep. Full kitchen.
I made sure to get a bathhouse.
Perfect taste. Kirill is always.
Gardens.
Pesh goes and runs behind old Stinky.
It's okay.
He's like cowering.
Stinky could come in too.
Shamir kind of comes over and is like, "We don't trust magic."
Oh, I'm so sorry.
We didn't mean to be culturally insensitive.
We will see you in the morning.
Okay.
All right.
You sure you don't want something to eat?
He pulls like a pack of food out.
What's for dinner, Kirill?
Yeah.
Well, Silver Surfer, you want to come inside?
Ooh.
Sapphire Sentinel?
Is the doorway big enough for him?
Yes, it's a grand doorway. Mansion.
He will kind of duck down and stick his head in and like look around, and then he looks at the sand, and then he like kicks like a wave of sand inside into the foyer.
They need to
and
stay
like
on
curls
the
up
sand.
on the sand.
Well,
You could add a room of sand
Yeah,
for
get out of
him.
the sand.
should be comfortable too in his own way.
He signs, "I like the sand."
Yeah, 5 feet wide and 10 feet tall.
Crawl on his hands and knees. So you guys are bucking down for the night in your
For the
mansion?
day.
Fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess so.
You know,
Just for, because I've never gotten to use this one before, I just love this detail of you can create any floor plan you like, but the space can't exceed 50 cubes, so it has to be within 250
Square feet.
cubic feet. 50 times 5? 5 cubic feet times
Yeah.
Is it 5-foot cubes or is it? I thought each cube was. like,
each cube being 10 foot on a side.
Yeah.
So yeah, double size. Apologies.
So like 5,000 square feet.
The place is furnished and decorated as you choose. It contains sufficient food to serve a 9-course banquet for up to 100 people.
what?
Staff of 100 near-transparent servants attends all who enter. You decide the visual appearance of these servants and their attire. They are completely obedient to your orders, and they can each perform any task a normal human servant could perform. Yeah, so they are cleaning all of our armor and things as well.
Wow, we are reclining in the water garden.
Yes. Yes, it's one of those kind of like Florida rooms where it's the glass all around and then cool water in the middle. So you can look out on the desert.
Man, we have to go without magic. We're so screwed.
How will you know when it's time to leave?
Just knock on the door.
Okay.
Or I guess you can't see it on your side. If you go around, there's actually glass. We can see you.
I will knock. And he scurries back to his tent, and Pesh scampers across.
You've both been designated, so you're welcome inside at any point if you need.
Good night.
Good day.
Yes.
What happens if something nasty
He
tries to get in?
falls back to the ground and just lays on his side.
Oy.
You can't get in unless it's been designated.
Interesting.
Are you guys doing anything while you rest?
Needlepoint.
I fix my damn shield to where it just looks like a normal shield. Just hammering away all of the details.
I read up on alchemy.
You know what? No. I magically change it to where it's Naya in a sexy pose on the shield.
That's much
I
more
pose
fitting.
for you.
Love it. I'm taking notes and trying to have a conversation with the sentinel.
Okay. He
Just-
talks to you.
Yeah, just writing down what I've learned about the sign language.
He doesn't remember, like, if you're asking questions about like his past and stuff, he doesn't remember all of it.
Okay.
There's like big chunks that are either foggy or he misremembers and like says one thing but then says another thing a little bit later on.
Sure.
But
Okay. Just casual conversation as I take notes.
After a few hours, I'll give Benlin my needlepoint that is the two of us standing together with like my leg up and like hand on his chest, hand on his shoulder, and it says in script across it, "I'm sorry that I don't want to be on a shield."
And then I'll look at it and go, this is really beautiful. Thank you. Should I now cover it in flour and set it on fire? Is that...
Hero goes to the kitchen, gets a bag of flour, dumps it, pops
He
the needlepoint
stops
in.
you. He stops you from doing that. He's like, I just wanted you to know how it feels. I'm going to cherish this. And he kind of pins it to his cloak on the
It's
inside.
tucks in.
No, if you die, it won't be my fault
Why would it be your fault?
because the shield failed.
Oh, well, the shield wouldn't fail.
You don't know.
Well, now it's Naya's fault. Which you probably... Naya's going to kill us all someday.
She's already like 300 years older than all of us, and she will outlive us.
all right. So after 8 hours, you knock on the door.
With it!
Sorry, it's not my house. I shouldn't say that.
It's time to go. Are you
All right.
ready?
Ready, darlings.
Everyone has your chilled water skins.
How did you sleep?
Very well.
I hand them each a delicious snack from my chef
Oh,
feast
jeez.
and assure them that it was not made magically.
He is
It
a
wasn't.
very good cook.
Patch doesn't even look at it. It
Nice.
inhales it.
He has 4 temporary HP, so I have doubled his HP total.
Have you?
I don't know. I'm just assuming he's a common.
No.
I'll give them each one of the cold water skins.
Shamir takes the water and thanks you. He looks at the food and is like, eats it.
I'm a chef.
Very little camel.
Retired chef.
Technically, you never retire from being a chef.
Retired.
Well, if you are already, it's this way.
Off we go.
I resume my spot on Saf.
Paige,
No, I get down for you.
I'll walk.
Oh.
I'm walking with our people.
So Paige, you're on.
Is there-
Button.
It's like, are they
Paige
both
and
on
Cyril.
Paige
Are they
and
both
Cyril are on Button.
riding Old Stinky?
Oh, they're writing me.
No, Pesh and Shamir. Do they both ride? If they're both riding Old,
No fiance,
Neither of them are writing.
no
then I will walk
fiance
with
of
them.
mine is going to walk across sand.
Do
So
I have to walk?
No, you guys can both ride me.
Shamir's got in the way. You're gonna walk with him.
yes.
You're riding on Seth.
I have a
And
hat
Kirill,
5 feet in diameter on my head. Balanced gracefully.
Kirill and Paige are riding back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you hanging back with Pesh? Because Pesh is towards the end with leading Old Stinky.
Is Stinky still depressed today?
Yeah, he's not as depressed, but he's
I'll spend my day hanging out with Stinky and talking to him. Just kind of like building him up, you know? Like asking him about his favorite things and like, have you
His
been to this
wife.
part of the desert before?
Oh,
his wife who's missing.
I'm sure she's not missing. I'm sure she's just back home.
Kirill fashions a shamog with all outer purposes as a method to stay cool, because he keeps kind of watering it with the cool water from the water skins. In actuality, it's just to try and block some of the smell of Stinky.
Okay.
Just prestidigitation.
It hasn't worked. The stink is supernatural.
distinctive
And I mean, his stink is all he has left of being a camel. So.
Oh,
Buddy, that's not what a camel's supposed to smell.
Somebody do like a veterinary
can I do a medicine check?
I could do an
Animal
animal handling.
husbandry.
Animal handling. There you go.
Just want to make
I
sure
mean,
it's
you're
not
gonna have to roll
medical.
for it. It's not medical. He's just a stinky
It is
camel.
especially.
Would it be medicine or nature?
It would be nature.
I'll do
Okay,
it.
that's
Then
not
you
me
should
then.
give him a little bath.
He's just a stinky camel.
29. He's just a stinky camel.
There's nothing wrong with him.
That's good.
He's a stinky used to be camel.
Just continually prestidigitating him as then it comes back immediately.
Yeah.
So you guys walk for a while. Shamir will talk to you if you guys talk
Sure.
to him. He seems to be navigating a path through the desert based on stars.
Okay.
Because there's no like worn paths or anything like.
Sure.
He seems to be consulting the stars, and a lot of it is like from memory, or he'll often like recite like a mnemonic or something to remind himself of like this place goes here or whatever.
Love it.
After a couple hours, he takes you up along a cliffside, and there is maybe you see along one of the cliff sides and kind of like a little bit of a
I
cleft.
felt like that big black dot.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
There is a granite pedestal with a sandstone sphinx carving crouched atop it. with bleached human bones that lie half buried in the sand around
Oh.
the pedestal.
Oh gosh.
Very cool.
What is this place?
If only Cody was here. He's so good at riddles.
It's a carving of a sphinx.
Well, but obviously somebody is displeased the Sphinx. I mean, look at the bones.
Well, yes. Legend has it that the sphinx will eat anyone that's not worthy of its presence.
Okay. Can I do a history check to see if I know anything about this Sphinx?
Or if we're worthy?
Yeah, go ahead and do a history check.
Dirty 20.
Oh, so you don't know anything about this sphinx specifically,
Okay.
but you do know that there are some legends about sphinx statues that if you were to touch them and interact with them, that they would come to life.
Sure.
And sometimes they will grant you like a boon, or something of that sort if you
Or eat
answer
you.
or so if you answer their riddles correctly, they will grant you a boon, or do something for you or give you something, but if you don't, then they turn to eat.
I'll turn to Shamir and ask, do we need to interact with the Sphinx? Is this the stop you needed to make to find the way?
No, this is not. I mean, we have to come through this way, but this is not where we're headed. I mean, I have heard that, some people have received gifts from this one, specifically something to do with lightning, but I don't really.
Yes.
Shall we?
It may be worth inquiring if what we fear we're going to face is to be true. You may want to step back, though it may involve more magic.
Yeah,
Is that okay?
as long as we're not involved, yes.
Okay.
So you guys going into it?
Yep.
Sure.
Beautiful breasts.
Are you taking the camel?
Do they? Can they reach the Sphinx without my height?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then yeah,
It's not like a huge pedestal. It's like a couple feet.
I'll turn back into Benlin then.
Okay.
Do you want to start or do you want me to?
Do we have to ask as a group or as an individual?
I will kneel down in front of it and touch its paw. So, like, showing deference by kneeling and then lightly touching it. So,
Sings in the all bow.
let's see if that activates it.
As you touch it, it kind of does like a stretch and like stretches its wings and kind of looks down at you.
As soon as it does, I will bow my head, take my hand back, and kind of just deferential pose, even though I'm kind of tall.
Yes.
I was expecting something.
Good evening.
Grand.
May I help?
You may. We'd heard that possibly you may be of assistance to travelers coming through.
They are worthy, yes.
We would like to attempt to prove worthiness.
Oh, so you know the game then?
No.
Oh, I will
I
ask
will
you.
reach out and cast guidance on Kirill. just touch you in the back and get guidance.
I will ask
Like a little
you
caffeine.
a series of riddles. If you are worthy, you will answer correctly, and we'll go from there. If you are not, then we'll go from there.
Reach over and cast bless on Zindy. Benlin is super confident in you guys.
Yes. It's gonna be great.
Oh, no, that's not
We
a
got
thing.
this. How hard to is really
Okay.
big.
You should ask for the specific. What are the specifics? How long do we have to answer each riddle? How specific of an answer is each riddle? And how many riddles is it?
3 riddles.
Most do not ask.
Well,
You have 2 2 minutes to answer each riddle.
Okay.
Andy.
You may not leave my presence without answering the riddle.
Okay.
There are 3 riddles. Best 2 out of 3.
And can we confer and come up with an answer? How do we indicate to you that we have a final answer?
Just say.
Final answer.
I want him to tell us.
You will tell me that you have your final answer.
There.
And then I will take whatever phrase comes out of your mouth after that as the answer.
So, but we are allowed to confer with each other up until the 2 minutes have elapsed.
Yes.
Thank you.
Shall we begin?
I already have
Plus
my
the
thinking
D4,
cap
right?
on.
Riddle 1. The more you leave behind, the more you take.
The more you leave
It's not time,
behind,
is it?
Steps.
the more you take.
I think that's yes. I like that.
The more you leave behind, the more you take as you step forward.
Time is also, because the more time that's behind you, the more time you're taking. I don't know. The same logic.
I like steps.
Steps make sense in a desert-themed kind of way.
Steps.
I mean, it's either that or like air,
How do you leave behind air, though?
because you pass through air while you walk.
But that would be steps still.
Yeah. Is this a two-parter?
Well,
Feels
it's
like a
3
three-parter.
riddles.
No, it's this specific one. So there's 9 answers we have to come up with?
Yes.
Ugh.
Final answer: steps.
He yawns. Acceptable. Ready for round 2?
Yes.
Final answer, yes.
He giggles. What falls but never breaks? And what breaks but never falls?
Well, snow falls but never breaks.
Night and day. Day breaks, night falls.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
2 for 2.
Answer.
Final answer, night and day.
Acceptable.
2 out of 3. We're done. Maybe?
Final.
Yes.
I am a room that you cannot enter. What am I?
I feel like we should have music going. We're all thinking so deeply.
You found some good riddles. I was looking for riddles. I couldn't find any of that. Regardless.
We'll talk about it afterwards.
Yes.
What is a room that you cannot
A
enter?
room that you cannot enter.
Thinking room.
No.
Like, what are conceptual rooms?
That's, yeah.
Ruminate?
No. That's 2.
Oh no.
Oh no, we're about to die.
No, we still
2
got
out of 3.
That's 2 out of 3. Room. Room you cannot.
Antechamber?
No. Maybe you cannot enter it because you're already in it.
Oh, the room you're in?
I don't think so.
No.
You have 1 minute.
Oh gosh. Can you repeat the riddle?
I am a room that you cannot enter.
You cannot.
Is there a kind of person who could be considered a room?
I can think of.
Like a roommate?
30 seconds.
I think that's the closest that we have. Roommate. I don't know.
Sure.
Let's try the room that you're
room
in.
you're in. Yeah, I think that's a good guess.
Final answer, the room that you're in.
Fortunately, unacceptable.
Are we allowed to know what it was?
I'm very curious.
A mushroom.
You were
I love mushrooms.
what kind of room? Yes. What other rooms are there?
This was fun. Unfortunately, you did not pass the full test.
You said best 2 out of 3.
So, only one of you will get my blessing.
Oh,
I feel like it could definitely
You
be
must
Cindy.
decide who.
Oh, yes.
So, I
Cindy.
mean, who's. I have all of my magic.
She
who might
answered
be,
2 out of the 3.
Yeah.
Who might
They were the two
need
that
it
were
the
right.
most, though?
We don't even know what it is, Cindy.
Well, That's
Take it.
fair. Okay. I'll step forward.
The Sphinx kind of rears itself up, swats its tail, and then gently blows on you, and a cloud of dust blows over you.
Okay.
And you now have resistance to lightning for the next 10 days.
Cool.
Nice.
Awesome.
Well, that settles it. We're definitely having mushroom stew tonight.
It yawns, kind of, circles around on its pedestal, stretches its wings.
Sphinx, before you go back to sleep, are you happy with this arrangement?
It looks at the bones on the ground. Yes.
Okay. I will hand it like some of our dried meat in friendship.
Acceptable. And then turns back to stone.
Just wanted to make sure
She was lovely.
We cannot take the Sphinx back to
Oh, he was
Candlekeep
so
again.
lovely.
Lovely breath.
Them back to Candlekeep.
You
I
were
was just
totally thinking about taking it back to you.
no. It's just
Oh, Benlin?
Can we leave now?
Yes.
Well, you're right. We've barely gotten started.
What do you feel like mushrooms tonight for dinner?
Where did you find a mushroom here?
I brought some from my garden.
I really thought the answer to the last riddle was going to be the letter M.
They travel exceedingly well.
Perhaps. Are they magical mushrooms?
I mean, no,
No.
the letter M.
Okay.
Room. Can't really get.
Let's move on.
A little bit of shenanigans, because I'm sure there are mushrooms you can enter in the Feywild, but
Moving on.
Quite possible. So
My
You
bless
guys-
expired, right?
yeah, it's only lasts a minute.
you guys continue on.
Yes.
Another night rest or day rest.
So even if we set up the mansion, I would like to make a point of setting up camp with our guide
Yes.
and like making the mushroom stew and like maybe some kind of like, if you want to help me with like a meat dish or something,
Yeah.
like just like a proper meal.
Bringing like trays of the refrigerated items out of the manor to the campfire.
So unfortunately, nothing can leave the manor from inside of it.
Ooh.
Put it in your mouth, though.
Huh?
Finger foods that we're making, so.
Well, I just figured like I would just cook from what we have because we
Sure.
don't need it because of your mansion. So, and then making sure to use absolutely zero magic in all of it. Like I start the fire the right way, we chop everything the right way. Maybe with some gusts of winds to clean sand off of surfaces before we, but no one notices.
Little poofs.
Me
Just like, oh.
and Carol sit on the patio of his mansion with the little
On the
invisible
porch.
servants fanning us.
Yeah.
And I would like to do some spices that I got from that town where we met the mummies. So like something truly exotic for them, but not to the point where they shit themselves.
Yeah. Let's not give the guides diarrhea.
Enough for flavor. You know what I mean?
But let's not shock the system.
Yeah.
So you guys make a meal,
Yes.
settle down,
Yes.
and
Do they like it?
Pesh is enthralled with it.
Do they love
It's like I've never tasted anything like this.
Some more of it.
Shamir eats it politely, and you can tell that he does like it, but he's trying to appear that he doesn't.
I'm
Stoic.
gonna get this old man. I'm gonna get this old man.
He finishes his bowl and then stands up, bows to all of you, and says, "Well, good afternoon, morning,
Rest well.
good sleep," and then goes in his tent, and that's where we're gonna end tonight.
Tomorrow, I'm thinking Schultz tacos.
And we're gonna rub the meat, not just season it. We're gonna rub it.
Dinosaur tacos.
I didn't bring any dinosaur meat.
Thank you guys for joining us. Stay tuned. We're gonna do Chronicles of Darkness after this.
Woo! Margar's
to
first.
meet our new character. Thank you always to our patrons: Taku Arcana, Eric Fox, Duke Revlin, Rockoman, Rio's mom, Daniel, Dreamweaver, Sparky, and Meepo. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you guys for watching us, listening to us. However you're consuming our content, keep consuming. And we will come up with a tagline.
Eventually.
Eventually.
You can't see me on camera, but I'm waving.